And we're here, folks, tonight. Good evening. We're here tonight in Downs for the volleyball matchup between the Mustangs and the Lady Knights tonight, which will be starting in 2 minutes. To start off the game tonight here in Downs, I think the Knights are going to start with the serve. It looks like J.C. Remus will be the one doing it. Knights weren't able to retrieve that spike, so that'll be a point for the Mustangs. Lady Knights, number 5, Marley McCoy, spikes that one out, so another point for the Mustangs. Tatum Miller with a spike. Mustangs do the same, but sent right back to him. And it looks like the Knights will get this point. Addison Schmidt with the serve. And the Mustangs send that one out of bounds. So it's tied up at 2-2 here in downs. Mustangs do the same thing there, send it right back out, so it's 3-2. The Knights weren't able to get in front of that spike. A point to the Mustangs. Miscommunication there by the Knights. It fell down right in between all of them, so that'll be a point for the Mustangs again. Marley McCoy there sends it over. The Mustangs send it back. Knights try to spike it. And the Mustangs spike it right where the Knights weren't. So it's 4-4. Sorry, 3-5. Lady Knights were in the net there, so another point for the Mustangs. Good communication, teamwork there by the Knights. Close call there for the Mustangs, but they got her saved. Josie Bowles sends it over on the third strike. Really good rally going here. But that one was in by the Mustangs. So a point to them. It's 7-3. Knights send that one out of bounds. Another point for the Mustangs. 8-3. Yet again, some miscommunication there by the Knights. 9-3. Good spike there by the Mustangs. The Knights weren't able to send it back. 10-3. Lady Knights there weren't able to retrieve that one. Yet again, another Mustangs point, so it's 11-3 now. And then we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Mustangs here after the timeout. Spike. But Lady Knights send it over, but it looks like they didn't get the point because they were in the net. 12-3. The Trojans lead, or not the Trojans, sorry. The Mustangs leading. Another point for the Mustangs there, 13-3. Good block there by Tatum and McCoy. The Mustangs send it out, so a point for the Knights, 13-4. Another one out there from the Mustangs. So it's 5-13. Knights couldn't get to that one. 14-5. Mustang serve. Josie Bowles sends it over. Mustangs try to send it back, but Josie blocks there. It looks like the Knights got a little jumbled up there, so it'll be another point for the Mustangs. The Mustangs get the point there because the Knights were in the net. So it's 16-5 now. Knights spike that one into the net, so it's 17-5 with the Mustangs leading. Another point for the Mustangs. The Knights were in the net again. Knights can't get to that one quick enough. So another point for the Mustangs. It's 19-5. Good play there by Josie Bowles, faking him out. Seemed to work. And the Knights get the point, so it's 19-6. Good eye there by the Knights, making sure not to hit that one before it goes out. Knights hit it 4 times there. So point to the Mustangs, it's 20-7. Knights have some trouble again there. And it looks like they'll take a timeout now. So we'll be right back with you folks right after this timeout. We're back here after the Knights timeout. The Mustangs to serve. Good block there by Josie Bowles, which is giving the Knights a point. So it's 20-8 with the Mustangs in the lead. Knights couldn't get that one since it was in the net, so yet another point for the Mustangs, making it 21-8. Mustangs served that one in the net, so a point for the Knights.
Let's go, Josie!
Another point there for the Knights. The Mustangs were in the net. Knights couldn't get to that one, so gives the Mustangs another point. It's 22-10. Knights yet again hit that one 4 times. And the Mustangs match point. The Mustangs will win this match 25-10, and we'll be right back with you folks after this short break. We're here, and the Mustangs are going to have the serve for the start of set number 2. That one was out by the Mustangs, so that'll be a point for the Knights. So we're tied up at 1-1. Serve there by J.C. Remus wasn't retrieved by the Mustangs. So that'll be another point for the Knights. Another point for the Knights there. Starting this match out pretty strong. We'll see if they can make it all the way through. Another point for the Knights there.
Let's go, JC!
Point for the Mustangs there. 4-2 with the Knights in the lead. Knights accidentally hit that one out. So the Mustangs will get another point, making it 4-3. Lady Knights weren't able to handle that one yet again. So we're tied up at 4-4. Mustangs try to block that spike, but they set it out of bounds, giving the point to the Knights. So it's 5-4.
Good job,
Mustangs couldn't get that one over the net. So another point for the Knights. It's 6-4. Point to the Mustangs. The Knights accidentally sent that one out of bounds. Good save there by the Mustangs. Knights weren't able to retrieve that save, so another point to the Mustangs, making it 6-6. Knights have a little mess up there, sending it out of bounds, making it 7-6. Point for the Knights there. We're tied up at 7-7. Good volley going here. It looks like the Knights will end it, giving the point to the Mustangs. Serves in the net by the Mustangs, making us tied up again, but at 8-8 now. Knights get a point there, putting them in the lead at 9-8. Mustangs couldn't send that one back from the Knights after a good volley there. So it's 10-8 with the Knights in the lead. Point to the Mustangs there. So it's 10-9. Good play there by Josie Bowles, spiking it over to the Mustangs, getting the Knights a point. Not sure what happened there, but the Mustangs got the point. So we're at 11-10. Good spike there by the Lady Knights. It's 12-10. Another point to the Lady Knights there, making it 13-10. Yet another point to the Lady Knights, making it 14-10. Point to the Mustangs there, breaking the Knights' run. So it's 14-11. And the Mustangs put in the sub. Another point to the Mustangs. Pretty good volley. We'll see if Knights can end up with the point. Looks like Knights weren't able to get that serve, giving the Mustangs a point. So it's now 13-14 with the Knights in the lead. Good defense there by both teams, but the Knights get the point. It's now 15-13 with the Knights still in the lead. Mustangs send that one out, giving another point to the Knights. Point to the Mustangs there. It's 14-16. Knights accidentally hit that one in the net there, and they'll take a timeout. We'll be right back, folks. It's 16-15 with the Knights in the lead here in Downs. Here after that timeout, the Mustangs are going to have the serve here. 16-15. We're tied at 16-16 after Mustangs get that point. Another point for the Mustangs, making it 17-16, with the Mustangs now in the lead. (18 to 16) now. Spike there by Hannah Reiner, starting freshman in this game. Great rally going here, but the Mustangs get the point. Mustangs get another point after that block from the spike coming from Tatum Miller. Good save there by the Knights. They had it out of hand for a little bit. They get it back. Point there by Marley McCoy after another great volley. So it's now 17 to 20.
Let's go, Eddie! Good job, Hannah.
Mustangs another point. So they're in the lead by 4. It's 21 to 17. Close serve there by the Mustangs, but they get it over just barely. Great spike there by Josie Bowles, giving the Knights a point. It's 18 to 21.
Go, Tatum!
Point for the Mustangs there. It's 22 to 18. We'll see if the Knights can't get this lead back and win the game. Josie Bowles with another great play there, making it 22 to 19. Point for the Mustangs there after the block goes out. Mustangs can't get that serve over. Point for the Mustangs yet again. So it's match point for the Mustangs. And that's the game, folks. Mustangs will win this match 25 to 20. And we'll be right back after this break.
cut out. I think it's because it's underneath.
We're back after that break in the JV game. And it's 2-5 with the Mustangs in the lead. Mustangs get another point there, making it 6-2. Point for the Knights there after that bump over.
Let's go, Ariel!
Mustangs send that one out, giving another point to the Knights, making it 4-6. Another point for the Knights there after that spike over by Alicia. Point for the Mustangs after that serve from the Knights hits the net. Good save there by the Knights. We have a good rally going here. Let's see if the Knights can end up on top with the point. And they can, making it 7-6 with the Mustangs in the lead. Brooklyn Gray for the Lady Knights to serve. And it's out, so that gives the Mustangs a point.
Every single time the teacher says 1, like 5, 6.
Official timeout, so we'll be right back. We're back here, getting ready to start it off with the serve from the Mustangs after that timeout from the officials. Mustangs will get the point from that one, making it 9-6. Sorry, 7-8. Point for the Lady Knights there. Point there for the Mustangs after the Knights can get that ball. Point for the Knights there. Making it 11-9 with the Mustangs in the lead. Point for the Knights after the Mustangs can't retrieve that ball. So we're tied up at 11-11. The freshman Hannah Reinert to serve. Another point for the Knights, making it 12-11. Into timeout from the Mustangs. We'll be right back. Knights to serve after that Mustangs timeout. The point will go to the Mustangs, making it 12-12. Knights accidentally send that one out, putting the Mustangs back in the lead with 13 points. Mustangs get another point after the Lady Knights can send that one back over. Another point for the Mustangs there. And I would like to thank my cameraman tonight, Joe Reiner, for all the help. And there's a timeout, so we'll be right back with you, folks. We're back after that timeout, and the Mustangs had to serve. Knights barely get that one over on the third hit. Good save there by freshman Hannah Reiner. Have a good rally going here. We'll see if the Knights can end up on top with the point. And they will, because the Mustangs sent it out. I would like to welcome Mr. Schoen joining us tonight.
Hello, Austin. I figured you were getting tired of sitting over here by yourself, so I'd come and join you.
Yep. (13-17) now with the Mustangs in the lead. Knights get the point there because the Mustangs were in the net, making it 17-14 now. Served there by Ariel Fisher was in the net, giving the Mustangs a point. Point for the Mustangs, making it 19-14. Spike there by the Mustangs was out, giving Knights the point. That one's sent out.
Good call by line judge Abby Bowles. Austin, have you ever had experience line judging?
No, but I don't know if I really want to.
Well, I think I'm going to add you to the list of people who'd be interested in volunteering. I think you'd do a great job.
I don't know. Seems like every time I watch, you can't make everyone happy.
Well, that's right, but I think you may be the first one that could.
I don't agree.
Fortunately, I think you do know the head coach for the Lady Knights volleyball team, so I think that I will just let her know that you'd be maybe interested next year at home volleyball games to line judge.
Since I know her so well, I'll just be able to tell her that I would not be willing to do that.
I'll just tell her he's just saying that because he's a little shy.
For all you wondering, the head coach for the Lady Knights is my mom, Chelsea Remus.
Thank you for clarifying that, Austin. Now, Austin, don't you have a sister on the team too?
I do.
What? Can you tell us who your sister is?
JC Remus.
JC Remus.
I don't know what position she is for the volleyball team, but I know she's on it.
She's on the volleyball team, absolutely. All right, Austin, you want to take a word and thank tonight's live stream sponsors?
I would. Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, The Brush Group, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Remus Tower Service, the State Bank of Downs, Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift. We'll be right back.
And we're back here in Downs after that point for the Knights. You'll have new play-by-play, and my name's Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. How you doing, Eli?
Pretty good. Just got done with practice.
What'd we do today?
Oh, we ran golf.
That's always fun. Fun to do out at the Downs Golf Course. But looks like we got a pretty good JV game going here, as it's 24-17.
So the Mustangs will look for match point here.
I believe this is the first set too, and that point goes out of bounds. So Mustangs will win this first set here, I believe. So we'll take a quick timeout here, and we'll get back for the second set, I believe.
And we're back here in Downs for the second JV set. So the Mustangs won the first set. Hannah Reiner is set to serve for the Knights for this opening point.
And Mustangs get the first point. Mustangs serve there. Knights return it very quickly.
Ariel Fisher with that return for the Knights.
And Tigers hit it out of bounds. So Knights will get their first point there. So now we're tied up at 1.
Let's go, Ella!
So Ella Wyman set to serve for the Knights.
Good serve there by Ella Wyman. It is returned by the Mustangs.
So Brooklyn Gray with the bump there.
Mustangs hit it close to net and it doesn't go over. And Mustangs don't get it back up in the air. So Knights go ahead 2-1 now. Where do I get Tigers from?
So Wyman serves again. Ooh, the Mustangs not quite able to get it back to the Knights, so the Knights will take a lead of 2. It's 3-1.
And Mustangs get a quick 2 points there. So now it ties it at 3. Mustangs to serve again is another one over the net. Returned by the Knights very quickly and right back to the Mustang.
So the Mustangs will serve again. And Reiner for the Knights returns.
And good job there by the Mustangs.
Number 7 with a little tap over. Knights can't quite get to it.
That'll make it 5-3. And Knights can't return it again, so another point for the Mustangs. That one tapped over by Alicia McKay and can't be returned by the Mustangs.
So Ariel Fisher will serve. And number 11, Kelby Nelson for the Mustangs hits it out of bounds. So the Knights are kind of coming back a little here. Hopefully they can continue this. Alicia McKay spikes it over. And returned by number 22, Brooklyn Thielen for the Mustangs, and the Knights can't return it.
Just a bit of miscommunication there by the Knights results in a point for the Mustangs.
So the Mustangs serve. Bumped over by Kyra Keller, and the Mustangs can't return it.
Alicia McKay to serve as the score is 6-7. And that's not returned by the Mustangs, so 7 apiece now.
Knights will tie it up.
That ball hit out of bounds by the Mustangs, so Knights take the lead by a point, and Alicia McKay is up to serve yet again. And that one doesn't quite make it over the net, so Mustangs get a point there. So Mustangs number 13, Kenzie Frederick King, set to serves, and the Knights can't return it, so their Mustangs will take the lead.
So that'll be passed over by Hannah Reinert. And the Mustangs return it, and so will Kyra Keller. Keller again with the pass. And number 18, Abigail Feldkamp, will catch that back end with her spike. Number 17 for the Mustangs kind of spikes it there. Knights will be able to return it.
And that ball hit over by Kyra Keller, sails out of bounds for the Knights. So Mustangs get another point there, as it feels like it's time for the Knights to score here. And they can't, so that'll give a 4-point lead for the Mustangs. And
looks like Fisher and Wyman there just thought each other were going to go ahead and get it.
well, Knights take a timeout, and we will too. I'm Myler Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back.
And we're back after that Lakeside timeout. The Mustangs are set to serve. It is 18 to 12, or 8 to 12.
And Knights had more miscommunication there. That seemed to have been the results of them not getting points here in the second set. They really need to get a point here, as the Mustangs have taken their lead to 5 now.
Hannah Reinert with a nice pass over.
And
that spike was blocked by Kyra Keller and Brooklyn Gray.
And there's the point the Knights needed. So now the Knights' Brooklyn Gray is up to serve.
Nice serve there. And so number 27 spiked it over. Knights tried to block it, but it ends up landing on the Knights side. So that'll make it 14 to 9. And that ball will go out of bounds for the Mustangs. The Knights now trail by 4. So Keller serves.
And that ball barely goes over the net there for the Mustangs.
Pancake by Alicia McKay.
And Mustangs can't hit it over, so Knights get another point there, and Kyra Keller is up to serve again for the Knights.
Yeah, the Knights are trying to climb back in this game as they now trail by 3.
And hit over by the Mustangs and returned very quickly by the Knights. And that ball is out of bounds for the Mustangs, so another point for the Knights makes it 14-12. Keller with another good serve for the Knights. Returned by the Mustangs.
And that one will be out too. The Knights now trail by 1. So Keller serves yet again. And the Mustangs kind of hit it in no man's land for the Knights. They won't get that point. They now trail by 2.
And that serve by the Tigers, the Mustangs, hits one of her teammates in the back. So, point for the Knights makes it 15-14.
So Reiner will serve for the Knights.
And almost brought over by the Knights. Just a great rally there. Just couldn't keep it in bounds there. So point for the Mustangs makes it 16-14. That ball almost hit the ceiling there for the Knights, and Mustangs return it.
Ariel Fisher spikes it over for the Knights.
That one did hit the ceiling.
Just tapped over by Alicia McKay. And the Knights can't quite get to that ball. So Mustangs will serve again. And nice spike by Alicia McKay. That'll catch the far left corner.
So now Ella Wyman's up to serve for the Knights. A 2-score deficit for the Knights.
Nice pass by Alicia McKay there. And the Mustangs will spike it over. And the Knights can't quite get situated to hit that back over.
So point for the Mustangs, and now they have the serve, and a good one right where the Knights couldn't get it. So another point for the Mustangs makes it 19-15.
The Knights were kind of catching back up there, but now they're starting to trail back.
Well, in volleyball you can get points very quickly, as now Ariel Fisher's up to serve with a 4-point deficit. And point for the Mustangs.
Looks like the Knights touched the net, I believe. So the Knights just can't hold on to the serve. I think that's part of their problem in trailing in this game. Hannah Reiner passes it over for the Knights. Mustangs try to spike it, but can't quite get high enough to get it over. So the Knights will get the serve again. Hopefully they can hold on to it for a little bit longer than they have last time.
Alicia McKay's serve is returned by the Mustangs. And then she hits it right back, and it goes out of bounds. So that was pretty close, but it goes out of bounds. So Mustangs get a point, and now they're up to serve. That ball was over the net, but Mustangs hit it over, and the Knights take a timeout. I'm Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes, and I'll hand it off to Eli to thank tonight's live stream sponsors.
Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, The Brush Group, the State Bank of Downs, Remus Tower Service, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift. We'll be right back here in 40 seconds. We're back here after that Lakeside timeout. Number 13, Kinsley Fredericking for the Mustangs, set to serve. And the score is 22-17.
And Knights can't quite hit that ball over the net, so Mustangs get another point there. So now they're up to 23. 5-point deficit for the Knights here. They really need to get a point here if they want a chance, and they don't get it. So now Mustangs are at match point.
So Mustangs looking for match point. They will not find it.
Knights aren't going to go down without a fight here. So 24-18. Knights Brooklyn Gray is up to serve.
If the Knights want a chance in this, they're going to have to hold on to this serve.
Well, there's the start, so that'll make it 24-19. They're going to need 6 straight points. And there's the end of it. So Mustangs
will find that match point. That'll be it for the JV game. Mustangs won both of the games.
Sets,
yes.
So Mustangs win the JV game in 2 sets. We'll be right back for the start of this second varsity match, unless they're doing the senior night. So you'll be able to listen to the senior night presentation if they're doing it right now. So we'll be right back.
supported, seen, and valued. She reminds us that volleyball isn't just about winning. She's the player that can lift a teammate's spirits after a tough loss. Her kindness has made every single one of us a better player, has made us better as players and as people. Addie, thank you for showing us what it means to be a true teammate. Funny, fearless, and full of heart. You left your mark on the Lady Knights, and we are all better for playing beside you. We're going to miss your leadership, your laugh, and your good heart. Congratulations to our senior Addie. We love you, and we can't wait to see all of the amazing things the future has in store for you. From day one, Tate has been the player who gives 110%. Whether it's diving for a ball, hiking up the bench, or trying to make everyone laugh at the right time. Her leadership shines not just in her skill, but in her energy. She brings people together and makes practices fun with her perfectly timed sarcasm. She knows when to lighten the mood and when to get serious. If there is ever a time when I'm starting to get frustrated with the girls' crazy shenanigans, Tate is always the first to notice my mood shift and is sure to warn the others quickly. She thinks I don't see that, but I do. Tate, we are so proud of. When things got hard this season, Tate didn't back down. She led by example, hustling for every ball, holding teammates accountable, and reminding us that success comes from effort, not luck. Tate, we are so proud of you and so thankful for the countless memories, from your one-liners to your clutch plays. You have been a good role model for every younger player watching, showing them what it means to lead with heart and humor. Congratulations on your senior season, Tate. You'll always be a part of this volleyball family.
I'd like to thank Coach Remus and Coach Carl for their dedication to our team. Not only do they encourage us to be the best players we can be, but they also push us to better ourselves outside of the game as well. Both of our coaches bring a positive and uplifting attitude to practice and games, even on bad days. Coach Remus has always brought our best dance moves, and Coach Carl always has a smile and loves to make jokes.
I don't know how much that
We'd also like to show our appreciation to our friends and campus for the support throughout the season. To those of you wearing pink, thank you. We don't wear pink in October just because we like the color. We like it, we wear it to honor all who have fought for us. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming and supporting our girls.
Let's give a round of applause for these parents as well.
Oh, yeah.
And we're back here in Downs on this senior night. And the two seniors for the Knights, Tatum Miller and Addison Schmidt, was inducted. Can't talk. The Knights seniors were honored today, as you saw a little bit ago. So now we're set here for this second varsity matchup between the Sylvan Lucas Mustangs and your Lakeside Knights. So JC Remus will get us started here, as she has the first serve and a good one for the Knights. And that ball blocked by Tatum Miller, but it sails out of bounds. So Mustangs get the first point here. And Knights get the point there, as the Mustangs cannot get situated there.
So senior Addison Schmidt will serve.
And a good one there for the Knights. It is returned by the Mustangs, but it sails out of bounds. So
Schmidt will serve again.
Another good serve by the Knights senior. It is not returned by the Mustangs, so another point for the Knights.
So the Knights kind of trying to take an early lead here. See if they can build on it.
And there's another one for the Knights. So senior Addison Schmidt is doing really good here in this first set.
Traditionally, Schmidt has been a very good server for the team.
And she just quite couldn't get under that ball there. So Mustangs get a point, and now they'll have the serve.
So number 10, Lauren Brooks, serves for the Mustangs, but the Knights will not be able to return it.
So that'll make it 4-3.
And that serve will hit the middle of the net.
So the Knights will get a point, and now senior Tatum Miller's up to serve. And her serve is returned by the Mustangs and hit right back over the net by senior Addison Schmidt. And that ball sails out of bounds. So Knights get a point. That'll make it 6-3, and Tatum Miller will be up to serve here again.
So
Knights get a point there.
I think the Mustangs went under. Not 100% sure.
So senior Tatum Miller with another good serve. That is returned by the Mustangs and hit over by Marley McCoy, but it sails out of bounds. So that'll be a Mustangs point here, and they'll be up to serve. So a good serve by the Mustangs. It is returned by the Knights and hit out of bounds by the Mustangs. So that'll be point for the Knights, and now Marley McCoy will be up to serve for the Knights.
So Mustangs, nice spike there. And JC Remus spikes it back.
And that ball can't be returned by the Mustangs.
So I think number 21 tried to spike it, but didn't get over the net.
So Mustangs get it over the net there. And good job there by Josie Bowles to get that ball right where the Mustangs could not be, so
Yeah, she just kind of bumped it over, and it just kind of nicked the net.
Mustangs take a timeout, and we will I'll hand it off to Eli to thank tonight's live stream sponsors.
Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, The Rush Group, The State Bank of Downs, Remus Tower Service, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift. We'll be right back here with 30 seconds.
And we're back here in Downs, and the serve by Marley McCoy is an ace. So that ball right where the Mustangs couldn't be, so another point for the Knights makes it 11-4 here in this first set. Another good serve by McCoy is returned by the Tigers, and it sails out of bounds. So now 12-4. Knights extending this lead now as it's up to 8. Another good serve by McCoy.
Almost blocked by Josie Bowles and Ariel Fisher.
But that falls to the ground and is a Mustangs point. So now the Mustangs will be up to serve. Their good serve is returned by J.C. Remus spike, and Mustangs just couldn't seem to go get it, and that gets the Knights a point. So that'll make it 13-5, and the Knights' Ariel Fisher is up to serve, and that serve flies out of bounds. So our Mustangs point will make it 13-6. Mustangs serve is a good one, and not quite, and I believe the Mustangs hit the ball before it was over the net, so I think that's what it was, and a point for the Knights. And now Josie Bowles' serve falls to the ground. Mustangs, a big miscommunication here on senior night. And Knights are doing real good here in this first set on senior night. It is 15-6, and Mustangs take a timeout. So we'll take a timeout too. I'm Myler Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back.
So we're back here after that Mustangs timeout. Josie Bowles just served.
And that ball will fall to the ground. So Knights freshman Hannah Reiner and I believe senior Tatum Miller get that block there. So that makes it 16-6. So a 10-point lead for the Knights, and Josie Bowles serve sails out of bounds. So Mustangs sub, and now they'll have the serve. So Knights doing really good here in this first set. So Mustangs set to serve now, 16-7. And Knights make it over, just barely goes over the net there for the Knights, and returned hard by the Tigers, or the Mustangs, and that catches the back corner. So There's the Mustangs point, makes it 16-8.
So the Mustangs number 3, Jaden Meitler, serves. Spiked over by Tatum Miller. And really hard spike by the Mustangs. Catches that far line. That'll make it 16-9.
So we're going back and forth here, and that ball hit over by number 19 for the Mustangs, falls to the ground. So Mustangs are really cutting into this Knights lead as they were up to 10, and now the lead is down to 6. So another serve by the Mustangs is not quite returned by the Knights, so another point there for the Mustangs.
So Meitler will serve again. J.C. Remus passes it over for the Knights. Mustangs will not return it.
So there's another Knights point, makes it 17-11, and we've gone one whole rotation, and J.C. Remus is up to serve for the Knights. So a good serve by J.C. Remus is not returned by the Mustangs, so that'll make it 18-11. And J.C. Remus's serve is another good one that cannot be returned by the Mustangs again. So J.C. Remus has another good serve that barely hits it over the net, and the Mustangs cannot return it yet again. So J.C. Remus doing pretty good now, as she is up to serve yet again here. And there is the end of it. So J.C. Remus's serve doesn't quite make it over the net and falls for a Mustangs point, and Mustangs serve makes it over the net, and
Mustangs will return it and hit over by Marley McCoy. Spiked over by the Mustangs, and Tatum Miller will spike it. Mustangs not able to get to it.
Great job there by senior Tatum Miller, and this crowd gets loud there. So now it's 21-12 in favor of the Knights now, as senior Addison Schmidt is up to serve. And Mustangs return it there. And that ball is a Mustangs point there, so that'll make it 21-13, and Mustangs serve is a good one. That is not quite returned by the Knights.
It's not quite getting high enough there.
Not quite hitting the ball high enough, Eli says, so we'll have to report that to Coach Remus. And Mustangs serve hits the net. So now senior Tatum Miller is up to serve for the Knights. It is 22-14. And Tatum's serve is a good one, and it's returned by the Mustangs. So good job there by the Mustangs to get that ball over the net. And that ball spiked over by senior Addison Schmidt, and the Mustangs can't return it. So there's another Lakeside point.
So senior Tatum Miller will serve yet again. So Mustangs try to spike it over, but it's blocked by Marley McCoy and Josie Bowles.
And it falls out of bounds. So that'll be a Mustangs point. So 23-15 in favor of the Knights. And the Mustangs are up to serve here in this 8-point lead in favor of the Knights. And that ball sails out of bounds. So now Marley McCoy will have the honors of serving here on this match point. So a good serve there by McCoy is returned by the Mustangs. Knights are going to have to hit it over here, and J.C. Remus did, but it is blocked by the Mustangs, and Knights can get under it. So it'll stay at match point here. Mustangs will have to score 9 points straight here. And their first serve is a good one here. J.C. Remus spikes it, bounces off a Mustangs defender, and flies out of bounds. So Knights win this first set here on senior night. The Knights did very good there, winning the first set 25-16. I'm Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes, and I'd like to thank tonight's live stream sponsors: Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, Corner Drug and Gift, State Bank of Downs, Remus Tire Service, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Wakanda Boats and Motor, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, and the Brush Group. Thank you to tonight's live stream sponsors, and we'll be right back for the start of the second set.
So we are back after that first set. The Knights won 25-15 or 16. So we're just waiting here, getting set up for this second set.
Mustangs will have the first serve here, and their serve is a good one. That is returned by the Knights and dropped right down by the Mustangs for the first point. So Mustangs get the first point here. And their second serve is another good one that might have been out of bounds, and it goes up in the ceiling and falls on the scores table.
Smokes a bag of popcorn.
So popcorn everywhere on the scores desk, and the Mustangs point. So Mustangs will get set for their third serve.
Let's go, Blake.
Another good one. That is not quite hit over the net by J.C. Remus. So another Mustangs point makes it 3-0. So Knights really need to get a point here, as they're already down 3. And hit over by senior Tatum Miller. And that is returned by the Mustangs. And then it's returned by J.C. Remus, and it catches that back line. So Knights get their first point here, and it's now 4-1. So great job there by J.C. Remus to catch that back corner on the spike.
So J.C. Remus serves. Mustangs spike it.
Good recovery there by the Knights. J.C. Remus and Josie Bowles to get that ball back up in the air after the hard spike. And that ball falls to the ground for the Mustangs. So another point makes it 4-1 in favor of the Mustangs. And another good serve for the Mustangs. Hard spike by Josie Bulls ends up in a nice point, so that'll make it 4-2, and senior Addison Schmidt will be up to serve. And Mustangs can't return the Schmidt serve, so there's another point for the Knights. So Knights fell back quick as it was 4-3, and now they're right back in it, and it's 4-3. Yeah, 4-4. So senior Addison Schmidt scoring points again for the Knights here. So the Knights senior has another good serve. And that ball barely goes over the net. Wouldn't you say half that ball hit the net there, Eli?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So Mustangs get a point there, and their serve is a good one. That is returned by Ariel Fisher and then hit at a blocked by the Mustangs, and then she returns it, and a hard spike that goes out of bounds. So there's a Knights point, makes it 5-all. So now senior Tatum Miller will be up to serve for the Knights.
So the Mustangs kind of had an early start there. Knights are kind of fighting with them for who gets the lead now.
And Mustangs go back ahead. So Knights have not led here in this second set yet. Score is 6-5 now. Mustangs serve. It is a good one. That they got to get it over here, and they do. So Knights return the Mustangs serve, and then it's not returned by the Mustangs. So that'll make it 6-all now. So now the Knights' Marley McCoy will be set to serve here.
So good serve there. Mustangs try to spike it over.
J.C. Remus spikes it and is blocked by the Mustangs, and it flies out of bounds. So that'll make the score 6-7 in favor of the Knights. McCoy's serve is a good one, and returned by the Mustangs, and then hit over by J.C. Remus, and that great job there by senior Taylor Miller. That's a great rally there by the Knights.
Yeah, that was almost on the floor. And save it and get that point.
Great job by the Knights there as this crowd erupts. As you can see, the student section is in all pink. So McCoy with the serve, but it falls to the ground. So Knights ahead now, 8-7. And now the Mustangs will get their serve, and it's a good one, and returned by Josie Bulls there. A bit of miscommunication, but it works. Returned hard by the Mustangs. Great job there by McCoy. Hit hard by J.C. Remus, and it falls to the ground there off the Mustangs defender. So now Ariel Fisher is up to serve for the Knights. A hard low serve goes out of bounds, so Mustangs get a point now. That makes it 9-8. And the Mustangs are up to serve now.
So number 15, Montana Griffiths, serves, will go out the back.
So good read there by senior Tatum Miller.
Now Josie Bulls will serve.
So Knights are the first to double digits. Josie Bulls' serve is out of bounds. This Mustangs about hit it there, but they didn't. So there's a point for them. Makes it 10-9, and now They have the serve. And their serve is a good one. Knights. Tatum Miller returns it. Mustangs return it quickly, and one hit just barely over the net. Hit up in the air by J.C. Remus, and Josie Bulls can't quite get it over the net.
Knights hit it 4 times there, so that point will be awarded to the Mustangs.
And the Mustangs serve falls to the ground, so that'll make it 11-10. And J.C. Remus will be up to serve for the Knights. So a good serve there by J.C. Remus. It is returned by the Mustangs. Good job there by J.C. Remus to get that ball back up in the air. Returned by McCoy. And that's a double hit by the Mustangs, so Knights get a point. J.C. Remus' serve is another good one, and Mustangs return it. And McCoy spikes it for the Knights. Mustangs got to get over here. And Tatum Miller spikes it. Hit over by J.C. Remus.
So Tatum Miller and Marley McCoy block it there.
That's good for another Knights point. So that makes it 13-10.
So Remus serves again.
Another good serve by Remus. So that ball falls to the ground in front of senior Addison Schmidt, and the Mustangs will have a serve now.
So J.C. Remus passes that one over. And spiked by Marley McCoy. And it falls to the ground and for a Knights point.
So that'll make it 14-11. And senior Addison Schmidt is up to serve. And I believe the Mustangs take a timeout. So I'm Myler Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back after this timeout.
All right, we're here after that Mustangs timeout. Knights just served, and the Mustangs return.
And then the Knights return it. And that spike falls to the ground and is a Mustangs point. So that makes it 14-12. And then the Mustangs will have to serve here. And that ball tapped over by McCoy. Falls to the ground, so great job by McCoy there. Just to hit that ball right where the Mustangs went. So now senior Tatum Miller is up to serve. And a good one. That is returned by the Mustangs, but it sails out of bounds, so there's a Knights point, makes it 16-12, and another good serve by senior Miller. And that ball falls to the ground for Mustangs point.
It's really pretty nice in this gym. It's a pretty cool day. We are getting an AC system put in.
That'll be really nice.
Yeah, something to look forward to next to basketball season.
You mean this coming basketball season?
I thought it was next one.
No, it's this coming because it's coming up, not next year's.
Right? I thought it was. Anyways, so
yeah.
Mustang serve. Bumped over by JC Remus. The Mustangs quickly pass it back over. That one will be
hit over by
Tatum Miller.
And then that ball sails out of bounds, and it's a Knights point. So that makes it 17-14, and McCoy is up to serve for the Knights. So J.C. Remus's spike is blocked. So Mustangs get a point there as it's 17-15, and now they have the serve.
Spiked by Josie Bowles. Mustangs can't quite return it.
So that'll be a Knights point, makes it 18-15, and freshman Hannah Reiner comes in for the Knights. Ariel Fisher with the serve for the Knights. It was a good one. And J.C. Remus' spike is blocked and falls to the ground. So a point for the Mustangs, and now they are up to serve as it's 18-16.
So Hannah Reiner will pass that one over.
Hit over by the Mustangs. Returned by Josie Bowles. And Knights cannot return it there, makes it 18-17. Freshman Hannah Reiner just couldn't quite control it there, so I think Mustangs get a point in the serve, and senior Addison Schmidt can't control it. That makes it 18-18. So now we're all tied up here in Downs. And Coach Remus takes a timeout. I'm Mother Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes, and we'll be right back. And we're back here in Downs. Mustangs with the serve. It's 18 apiece, and J.C. Remus hits it over for the Knights. Returned by the Mustangs, and hit over by McCoy. Mustangs with the hard spike is so Mustangs take the lead now. It's 19-18.
So 15 for the Mustangs serves. It's Josie Bowles tries to spike it over, but she can't. The Mustangs will now take a 2-point lead.
Knights really need to get a point here. And the serve is returned by the Knights. And the Mustangs send it right back.
spike by J.C. Remus. Mustangs can't return.
So a great spike there by J.C. Remus will be a point. That makes it 20-19, and now J.C. Bulls will be up to serve for the Knights.
So Mustangs with the spike.
Almost blocked by the Knights.
J.C. Remus passes it over. Nice save there, but they hit it 4 times.
So there's another Mustangs point, makes it 21-19. So a 2-point lead here going into the 20s. So Mustangs will have the serve. Knights return it. Mustangs send it right back over, and the Knights cannot return it, so that'll make it 22-19 and a 3-point lead for the Mustangs. So I'll hand it off to Eli Copes to thank tonight's live stream sponsors.
Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, The Brush Group, the State Bank of Downs, Remus Tower Service, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift. We'll be right back. We're back after that Lakeside timeout. Mustangs ready to serve. It is 19-22.
A spike by J.C. Remus is returned by the Mustangs. Great job by senior Tatum Miller and J.C. Remus there on that block.
Wow. Really getting the volley going here.
And great job by the Mustangs there on that spike. So that'll make it 23-19. Knights are going to have to score some points here as they're down 4 with the Mustangs nearing that match point.
So passed over by J.C. Remus. Mustangs spike it.
Tapped over by J.C. Remus, and it falls to the ground, and it's a Knights point. So now J.C. Remus will be up to serve for the Knights as it's 23-20. So Knights are going to have to score some points here, and that's a good start. That'll make it 23-21. So good job there by Remus, and we'll need another good serve if you're a Knights fan here, and there's one. That is returned by the Mustangs.
Knights can't really afford to make any mistakes here.
McCoy hits it over, returned by the Mustangs. And good job there by senior Tatum Miller to get that ball over the net. Returned by the Mustangs, and it is out of bounds. So that'll make it 23-22. Timeout Mustangs. I'm Nyler Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. The score is 23-22 in favor of the Mustangs. Here in this second set, we'll be right back. And we're back here in Downs. J.C. Remus' serve is a good one for the Knights. And it's returned by the Mustangs, and it sails out of bounds. That makes it 23-23. JC Remus is up to serve for the Knights. So 23 apiece here on that serve by Remus. And
That'll make it 24. Mustangs hit the net. The Knights came back 5 here. It's match point.
JC Remus with the honors here on match point. That ball. Oh my goodness.
That was a great save.
So Knights return it there. Mustangs do too. Hit over by McCoy. Return by the Mustangs. Return by senior Addison Schmidt. Hit over by the Mustangs.
And Marley McCoy passes it over. Still going here.
Oh, so Mustangs make it 24-24. So now I believe it goes to 26. Yes. We have never had to do this here on play-by-play, and we're still learning volleyball here. So McCoy's spike falls to the ground, makes it 25-24.
Knights still need another point to finish it off.
So senior Addison Schmidt comes in on this match point. A good serve there by Schmidt is returned by the Mustangs. What the heck?
Spiked over by Marley McCoy. That ball just walks on the net.
I've never seen that. That ball just rolled across the net. So now both teams will need 2 more to end this second set here. Tatum Miller's spike is blocked, and then McCoy returns it. Good job by the Knights there. Tatum Miller with the hard spike, but it sails out of bounds, so that'll make it 26-25. Again, the Knights did win the first set of this game. So this would force a set 3 if the Mustangs win it here. And it catches that back line. So Mustangs win set 2 in dramatic fashion. So they win it 27-25 here. So I'm Mather Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back for the start of the third set. And we're back here in downs as J.C. Remus's serve is another good one. So Knights drop the second set, so that'll force set 3. Good job there by McCoy to keep that ball up in the air after the Mustangs block. Hard spike there. It was a great job by senior Addison Schmidt. Hit over by senior Tatum Miller. Blocked by McCoy. Spiked by McCoy, but it hits the net and will be a Mustangs point. So Mustangs will get set to serve here after they get that first point. And that ball sails out of bounds, so that'll make it 1-1, and senior Addison Schmidt will be up to serve. And a good serve there by Schmidt. It is returned by the Mustangs, but blocked by the Knights. Hit over by the Mustangs. Returned by the Knights, Ariel Fisher. And then falls to the ground for the Mustangs. So that'll make it 2-1. And the Mustangs will have another serve here. A low one discs over the net and falls to the ground. So that'll make it 3-1. And that serve for the Mustangs sails out of bounds, so that'll make it 3-2. That serve by senior Tatum Miller is returned by the Mustangs and then hit over by J.C. Remus. And that ball spiked by the Mustangs, falls to the ground, and is a Mustangs point. So that'll make it 4-2. So the Mustangs serve is returned by the Knights. And then the Knights block it there, and it falls to the ground for a point. So that makes it 4-3. And now Marley McCoy will be up to serve for the Knights. So a good serve by McCoy is returned by the Mustangs. And then good job there by J.C. Remus to get that ball inside the sticks, and Knights can't return it there, and that'll make it 5-3 in favor of the Mustangs. So Mustangs serve is returned by J.C. Remus, and it is returned by the Mustangs. And a hard spike there by Ariel Fisher, and it falls to the ground. So there's another Knights point, makes it 5-4. Fisher's serve is a low hard serve. Josie Bulls spikes it over, and it cannot be returned by the Mustangs, so that'll make it 5-5. And Fisher will be up to serve again. The serve by Ariel Fisher is returned by the Mustangs, and Tatum Miller does a great job there by getting that ball over the net. That was a great job from that back corner, and it's blocked by Josie Bowles and Hannah Reiner, and it gives the Knights the lead now. So they take the lead here in this third set. So last set, the Knights took the lead and didn't give it up until it was 26-25. We'll see if that happens again here in this third set, as it is now 6-5 Hard spike by J.C. Remus.
So the Mustangs will pass it over to the Knights. Hannah Reiner passes it over to the Mustangs. And Josie Bowles and Hannah Reiner almost block it, but it gets by him.
And it falls to the ground. So Mustangs point makes it 6-6, and number 15 Montana Griffiths will serve for the Mustangs.
So Jason Remus passes it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs spike it. Jason Remus barely able to hit it up for Miley McCoy. And Remus with a spike. And blocked by Hannah Reiner. That will make it 7-6.
So now Knights Josie Bulls will be up. Score is 7-6 in favor of the Knights. Great job by the two seniors there to keep that ball in play. And another good job by the two seniors for the Knights. And that is a hard spike for the Mustangs. And that'll make it 7-7. So pretty close set here from the beginning. So Mustangs will get set to serve now. And their serve is returned by J.C. Remus. Hit over by the Mustangs. Not really sure there who hit it over, Tatum or McCoy, but we'll give it to senior Tatum Miller. Returned by Miller again. Blocked by Miller and J.C. Remus. Hard spike there by J.C. Remus. Is returned by the Mustangs. That ball barely makes it over the net. And that ball was close, but there it falls to the ground. That will make it 8-7 in favor of the Mustangs. So they take the lead.
Marley McCoy couldn't quite get under that one. Very good effort though.
So Mustangs serve. And it's returned by Tatum Miller and then brought right back over by the Mustangs.
Really good serve by the Mustangs there.
That was a hard serve there by the Mustangs. Great job by McCoy to get that ball back over the net. Another good job there by McCoy. Returned by the Mustangs and returned by McCoy, and Knights were not near that ball, so that'll make it 9-7, and the Knights will take a timeout. So Mustangs take a 2-point lead as it is now 9-7. We'll be right back. You got it.
And we're back after that Knights timeout. Mustangs serve. and returned by Tatum Miller. And falls to the ground for a Knights point. So that'll make it 9-8 in favor of the Mustangs. And JC Remus will be up to serve for the Knights. So a good serve by Remus, falls to the ground and is a Knights point. So that'll make it 9-9. And Remus will be up to serve again. So that serve doesn't make it over the net for the Knights. That'll make it 10-9. So Mustangs with the serve. Spiked over by Tatum Miller. Really good spike there. That'll give the Knights a point.
They're discussing who this point will go to. And it's a Lakeside point, so that'll make it 10-10. And senior Addison Schmidt will be up to serve for the Knights.
So Mustangs spike it over, but it goes out the back.
So Knights take the lead again. That'll make it 11-10. And Schmidt's serve is another good one. That's returned, spiked by the Mustangs, and then spiked by McCoy, and falls for another Knights point. So Knights have 4 straight points, I believe. That'll make it 12-10.
I don't know what they talked about in that timeout, but they're sure coming out stronger now.
Remus hits it over. Mustangs tap it over. McCoy spikes it over.
Spiked by Tatum Miller.
Spiked by the Mustangs. And hit over by McCoy. Just going back and forth now. And that ball is a Mustangs point. So that'll make it 12-11. And the Mustangs have a serve now. And that ball is short. So that'll make it 13-11 in favor of the Knights. And now senior Tatum Miller will be up to serve.
So Tatum Miller, nice serve there. And the Mustangs try to spike it, but it is blocked by Miley McCoy and Josie Bowles.
So that'll make it 14-11, and Mustangs will have to burn a timeout here. So we'd like to thank a special guest here named Joe Reinert to thank tonight's live stream sponsors.
Hello, my name is Joe Reinert with the Lakeside Livestream Network, and I would like to thank tonight's live stream sponsors: Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cuttingham Fiber, the Brush Group, the Boats, the State Bank of Down, Remus Plumbing, Remus Tower Service, and Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift.
Thank you, Joe. And we're back here in Downs. Tatum Miller's serve is a good one, and it's spiked over by the Mustangs and falls to the ground. So that'll make it 14-12 in favor of the Knights, and the Mustangs will have a serve here. Mustangs serve makes it over the net, and the Knights can't return it there, so that makes it 14-13 here on senior night in Downs. Mustangs with another serve, and the Knights can't return it, so that makes it 14-14. So this third set has been close the whole entire way. And the Mustangs with another serve is short of the net. So now McCoy will be up to serve for the Knights. So Ariel Fisher spikes it there. Mustangs go for the block, goes off the hands of both defenders, and falls to the ground for a Knights point. So now Marley McCoy will be up to serve for the Knights.
So the Mustangs spike it over, and Jason Remus passes it back over to the Mustangs. They will go for the spike again. Josie Bowles and Ariel Fisher try to block it, but it hits their hands and goes out of bounds. So Mustangs will serve again. Serve, and Tatum Miller goes for the pancake, but she hits it out of bounds.
And the Knights will take a timeout. So Knights take a timeout, 16-16. We'll be right back in Downs. And we're back here in Downs. Mustangs serve is returned by Jason Remus, but it was tipped by Mustangs defender and falls out of bounds. So that'll make it 17-16, and Knights Ariel Fisher will be up to serve.
So Mustangs will spike it over. And the Knights, it hits off the Knights into the stands. So Mustangs tied up 17-17 as number 15 sets up to serve. So Josie Bowles tries to spike it, but doesn't make it over the net. Mustangs will take a 1-point lead.
So it's 18-17 now. Knights were down in that second set and came back big time after being down 5 in the late set, and Mustangs score another point. So that'll make it 19-17. Knights, it just feels like the Knights need to score a point here, don't you think, Eli?
Absolutely. So Mustangs serve it. Hit by Hannah Reiner and passed over by Josie Bowles.
Returned by the Mustangs.
So Jason Remus just kind of flicking it over the net.
And that ball is out of bounds. Not quite sure what happened, but it's a Mustangs point, so I'll make it 20-17. Mustang serve is a good one. Spiked over by Knights Josie Bowles. Spiked over by the Mustangs, blocked by Hannah Reiner and Josie Bowles. Returned by McCoy. Returned by the Mustangs, and Hannah Reiner goes for the block. And it hits off her fingertips and falls to the ground. So that'll make it 21-17. Knights down 4. They've been in this situation last set. They need to get a point here now. And that ball sails out of bounds, so now a 5-point deficit. Mustangs serve it here, and there's the point the Knights needed. So now 22-18, and Knights Josie Bowles will be up to serve. Josie Bowles' serve hits the net, so that makes it 23-18, and the Mustangs will be up to serve now. So Knights are going to need to score some points here now if they want a chance here at this game. That ball barely hits the net and falls to the ground, so now match point for the Mustangs. Knights are going to need to score 7 straight here, and that's not going to happen here tonight. So Mustangs win the second game here on senior night. So
disappointing end for the Knights, but get them next time, as they say.
So the live stream crew won't be back Thursday. We haven't heard yet if we're going to do the Washington County game. So we may be back Friday. I don't know when we'll be back. So for last time tonight, I'm Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes.